Hey folks, it's ioEther. I'm back with some more off topics. So let's go ahead and harvest this while I'm thinking about it. We actually have enough potatoes to cook some up. Awesome, good. Check for this and that just we'll get underway. So today's episode is going to be a bit of talking and a bit of action. And it's going to be like some of those. So that was a humble start. Last week we did floating shards, and that was annoying. Today we get to do the East Commons, and the floating shards I'd already explored some before. I'd done some of it. I knew kind of what was going on. The floating shards. The East Commons I have done very little with. I installed the stairs. I read the signs. And I discovered something down here. But, let's see that? Yeah, we're gonna read the signs, and then we're gonna get into getting down there safely, which is probably not gonna involve a minecart. Not that we have a minecart, but, even if we did, it wouldn't involve it, but we're just gonna, go from there. So, if I were you, and thank the dark powers that I'm not, I would not expect to conquer this map quickly. You're in for heroic marathon. Yeah, great, thanks. And yes, I think that sums it up quite nicely. Also, tacos are very delicious. Side note, British people are hilarious when they try and pronounce Tex-Mex food. Seriously, comedy gold. You want a taco? Gonna shout out to Milby, by the way. Heart. Sorry, I began to ramble there a bit. I'll go back to try and kill you now. Oh, it's distraction. It's because he's So I'm pretty sure that's charged TNT. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if I update it at all, bad things happen. Oh, yeah, I was right. I screwed up. I screwed up. Well, bother. I didn't think that would do anything to it. I was hoping. That would be okay. That was not okay. Well. Huh. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Well, I guess I'm not going to do anything about that. I now have a pressure plate. Yay. Because this is totally what I wanted. There's nothing back there I care about, right? Doesn't look like it, so I'm just not going to worry about it. We're just going to continue down as if nothing happened. I didn't almost... That's a castle. Blow myself up. Is that the fleecy box? It seems unlikely. Should get down here quickly because bad things are going to try and kill me otherwise. Cool. And so, even if I had a minecart, which I don't, by the way, taking it down here would lead to this. Which was originally just a gap before I put some wood in it. But this is where I came down to get extra dirt. So that's why there's wood here. I've obviously been here. I got dirt from over here somewhere. Actually, I think I got a car back this side of this hill to get some dirt. This is just boats. I don't know why you'd want a boat. Unless you made a ladder up the side of that hill. Good lord. Imagine carving this thing out. That would just be insane, right? Okay, well, whatever. I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that either, come to think of it. We're going to get along via the treetops. Because I don't want any of that. So let's just not fall off the trees. Everything will be fine. Oh, I can run with control again. Oh, good. I've been playing a game. Oh, is that void? Tell me I'm not low enough that it could be void. That could be void. Okay, well that puts a whole new spin on everything. I don't know what I was thinking, but I obviously can't reach that from that distance. Anyways, so what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was over the weekend, while I was out and about, my wife decided that we were going to go down to a festival in there's a little town about an hour-ish south of us. Oh, interesting. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. You know, I should actually take some of this dirt. So, well. Anyway, so about an hour south of us, we go down and we have a lot of fun. We were there for probably, well, we got down there at 10. We left at 4, so it was what, 6 hours? Yeah, 6 hours in the fun. Ate some decent food, ate some horrible food. Had a lot of fun. We were down there with my wife's mom and her sisters, cousins, stuff like that, right? Because oh bother, I should have expected that. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I let my guard down on this map for a second. Well, bother. Oh. I might as well put the bow back. I don't have any. Well, no, I'll carry it. Just in case I find some. That was dramatic. Anyway, so, I shouldn't have taken that damage from anyways. So, went down there, had a great time with family and stuff, and then on their way back, we left earlier than they did. The band was still performing, and we knew someone in the band, so, you know, of course, we were there for sport, but after 4 hours of listening to music I don't, like, really enjoy, I was like, okay, cool, I'm done now. And so, look at that, apparently I'm partly see-through. I just noticed that. Apparently. Let's see if we can change that in any way while I walk. That's better, I guess. There's not much more I can do than that. So, yeah, so we're there. We decided to leave. We get going, and we were parked in this field because, well, that's where you park when there's, you know, it's a small town, festivals, So what ends up happening is you end up parked in the middle of some field. And so we had paid for parking and everything. We didn't just park in a field at random. Don't worry. Good Lord, did anything survive? Well, there's a lot of dirt down there if I want dirt. Oh, look at that. A bow survived. Is that it? You get to die now. That was mean of him, attacking me from behind. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna say no, nothing survived. But I now have a lot of clay and dirt. So there's that as an upside, right? That was a big hole. Yeah. Anyway, so we were driving back from this festival, and on the way out of the on the way out. Oh, I didn't just do that. I did just do that. On the way out, we get, we have to go around like the long way to exit this parking lot because, of course, it's just a field, right? It's not designed to have an amazing exit back out onto the street. It's just a field. And so we exit and we this can't possibly end badly. And so we interesting. There isn't 10,000 creatures trying to kill me. Good lord, I want this. Yeah. Nope. I knew it. To get the important stuff. I was hoping I collected everything before that happened. But anyways, so pulling out of the parking lot, go to, jump over this little curb or like bump in the grass to get back onto the road to get out of the cemetery. Because the field that we were parked in was right next to the cemetery, so the only way out of the field was through the cemetery, which is a little weird, but whatever. It's a small town. You accept these things when you go to festivals in small towns. So we get out of this, pull out of the field, hit a little pothole, whatever. It was kind of more jolting than we were thinking it was going to be, but whatever. We're on the cemetery road. Get out of the cemetery. We hit the highway a couple minutes later, and we're like just getting up to cruising speed on the highway. We're probably we're past cruising. We've been on the highway a couple minutes, right? Probably halfway between these two really close together exits onto the highway. Exits off the highway, obviously. From basically one tiny town to another, right? And all of a sudden, start getting this beeping, and my wife starts freaking out, but it's something in front of her, and I look over, and it's the temperature gauge. Temperature gauge is reading like 100%. It's maxed out, and I realized what happened was that That's good enough for right now. Oh, I need those. I still need those. Oh, this is awkward. Awkward. Oh, that's bad. This whole thing is awkward. We're just gonna sleep. Why didn't I sleep in the beginning? I don't know. Anyways, so right. So we get in the highway. We're about halfway between these two exits. Or if I just walked off that cliff, that'd be bad. See, this is why that'd be bad. It's not water down there. Anyway, so I should probably bring gear with me. What am I doing? We're halfway between the two exits. Temperature gauge goes off the charts. It occurred a bit less rapidly than that, but not by much. It was pretty good. It was pretty much just like, oh, by the way, here, you're gonna want to know about this, and so we pulled off to the side of the road. I got out. She popped the hood. I looked, and the engine was not on fire. That was good. There also wasn't a ton of steam coming out of the engine. That was good too. But the engine was extremely hot, hotter than it should have been. And so I pulled back, walked 10 feet away from the car, down this little ditch next to the highway, looked under the car, and I was presuming I was going to look for a leak of some kind. I assumed we had lost a little bit of coolant. I was a little wrong. It wasn't a small leak. It was pouring out. I mean, if I had a bottle of water and I'd turned it over and just started pouring liquid out of this thing, then it would have been similar. Yeah, just a lot. I'm trying to figure out something that was pouring at the same speed, but I just can't. It was pretty good. It was a pretty constant stream of fluid that was just gushing out of there that really should not have been. That's not how that's supposed to work. And so was noticeably and obviously very distraught by this. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Of course, no messing around. It's all happening. Okay. I'm gonna just grab everything and walk back home again before anything else bad happens. Okay, so we're not going that way. So yeah, that was annoying. So after I got back in the car, we decided to let the engine cool for probably 5-10 minutes. We ended up going with 5 minutes because edge of super busy highway, not the place you want to be sitting for long periods of time. So we sat with the engine, the hood up for a little while, and then once the hood sufficiently, the engine sufficiently cooled off, we or at least what we thought we could let it cool off to, we got underway. We put the hood back down. We just started driving again. The goal being to get to the next exit so we could get off the highway. When we made it there, we called family back in the little village we just come from the festival, right? And they were still there. They're still enjoying the festival. And we're like, we're really sorry, but we're stuck. And so they're like, okay, we'll bring some coolant and, one of the family members is mechanically inclined, and so he was on his way too. And I was like, okay, cool, we'll be cool. This it's just, I knew it was coming. I knew that the coolant was coming out pretty fast, but I didn't realize at that point in time how bad it was. Now it took them a little while to get there because of they had to disentangle themselves from the festival and get to the car and stuff like that. And so probably half an hour passed by the time our family pulled up. But in the meantime, about 5 minutes beforehand, an officer of the law pulls up. Now, up until this point in time, we had cars flying by us. Like, my wife was sitting in the driver's seat, truly scared because of the amount of morons that were blazing past us as if we were standing still. And, as if there was nothing that could possibly go wrong with them. Nothing possibly wrong with them, just flooring it past us. And so they did. A lot. And so, it got really nerve-wracking to my wife, just sitting there in this vehicle with people. Why don't I just do this? No, it wasn't that smarter. Anyway, so with people just flooring it past us. It got really disconcerting for her. And so, putting dirt up here, I think. Which means all of this goes in here. All of this. Sorry, I get into a zone and I start sorting stuff. Anyway, so people are just flying it past us and not even caring that we're on the side of the road. Which, I mean, understandably for them, it's not ruining their day. But it is freaking my wife out having these people just fly past without any warning or anyone slowing down to pass us or anything like that. And so, since by then we weren't on the main road, it didn't feel right to have these kids just whipping past us. But, it's just how people are sometimes. And so we sat there for a while, and then eventually this cop pulls up behind us. And at this point, I'm nervous because seriously, it's cops. How many times have you had the cops pull up behind you and it's been for a good reason? Or, when you get an award or something? No, bad things always happen when the cops pull up behind you. Well, so the cops pull up behind us, and it turns out this guy is here to make sure that we're okay. And make sure that we're not dead on the side of the road kind of thing, which was nice. It was good to know. I don't know why I need 64 notebooks, but apparently I have them now. And so, cop pulls up and turns on his lights and starts, pulled up with his lights on, turns them off, and comes talks to us, figures out the problem, and then he just sits behind us until we get the van off the side of the road. And he talked to us several times. He made sure we had everything we needed. He tried to talk to some business owners to see if we could repair it in their parking lot instead of on the side of the road. As it turns out, that wasn't going to happen. He also, he just made sure we got home safe, basically. Except not actually home. He just made sure we got off the road safe, which was awesome. And believe me, it went from people like zooming past us as fast as they could go to like creeping around this police car. Um, Not quite as slowly as they could go, but not at highway speeds anymore, which was nice. Um, and then we eventually basically band-aided the problem, got it to the point where it could limp home, and then limped it to a garage nearby. And now we have a loaner. And this morning I went and figured out how much stuff that we had actually left in the van that we didn't mean to. And so there's quite a few things in the van that I need right now. But of course, the van's an hour away in a garage. So I can't do anything about that. However, I can do something about this, I think. And I want to try. Because these guys are going to keep spawning until I figure out a solution. Also, there's a chest at top with stuff I want. Well, that should sufficiently take care of that problem. Oh, there's another chest down there. Really? I didn't know that. I definitely want stuff in that chest. Okay, so... yeah, this can't possibly end badly, right? Yeah, I know this episode's going a bit long, but... Oh! No. Bad creeper. Huh. Let's try and maintain the steps, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so I'm just going to stop trying. Just going to be a little more like this. It's a lot closer. What? How? Did it spawn up top and drop down on me? Is that what happened? Oh well, this video's gone on long enough, and I'm gonna wait until morning to go back for that stuff. So, I'll probably do that next episode next week. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story of getting stuck on the side of the road, as that's the most interesting thing that's happened to me all week, and terrifying, by the way. A ton of terrifying for a while there. Also, I should probably note how long I was stuck on the side of the road. We left the festival at 4 p.m. We got home at 9 p.m. After 9 p.m. actually. We were still on the road at 9 p.m. Thankfully, our daughter was not with us, so it was just Sweetness and I at the festival, and so thankfully there was no crying 8-year-old in all this. But it was bad for a while there. And another thing to note, all of this happened in like the best possible way. I may not have described that because I described my experience and not, a step back and approach. But overall, this could have happened in so much of a worse way. So I'm glad it happened the way it did. I just wish it hadn't happened at all, that when they did the inspection, they could have found that this radiator pipe was rusted almost all the way through. It must have been leaking for a while, by the way. There's no way it had been that rusted and then spontaneously all gave out at the same time. It must have been leaking for a while, and I don't know. I don't understand how they didn't catch it during inspection. But anyways, so now with all this new material, I'll find places for everything, and do some more work on this place, and probably go get my equipment back off camera, and then we'll continue this journey next episode. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all next week. This is ioEther out.